Oh man, I can already see it. The hype is gonna go so through the roof for Spoon Guy.
It is a pretty awesome name.
It really is.
We're gonna have to see him carry.
Carry guy.
So right now we're just kind of waiting for the players to get ready for their warm-up match. Decide on what maps they are going to play, what charts.
Also, if we're lucky enough, we're pretty sure that we might have just ripped one of you lovely Twitch users right out of your chat, and we're bringing you in here. We're slapping chains on him now. Hopefully he'll be in here to commentate for us in just a moment.
Yeah, actually, the person we were looking at was Juan Crystal. They are actually participating in the Mania World Cup.
Give him the
I
chain.
believe he's the Argentinian captain.
Yes, he is.
Let's see, when is he playing today? He is playing next. Argentina vs Malaysia.
Well,
I
it
say
wouldn't be
next, I
King
mean like
Kevin, guys.
the
This
2
King
a.m.
Kevin's great
bracket.
for him. I'm sorry, Deadbeat. We're so good at that.
So good at what now? Oh right, yeah, the public interest.
Exactly.
Every time. All we need now is the phone.
No, we don't need the phone.
Oh, we need the phone.
Sorry, we're guys. We're fresh out of that. All we have is Senbon Sakura.
Senbon Sakura and boring commentators that are trying their best.
This
I don't
sounds
know.
so familiar, and I don't know why.
Because it's originally a Vocaloid song.
Well, King Kevin, it's not we don't love you or anything. I see you in the chat. It's just you have no, like, you have less Mania knowledge than we have, and we don't have that much. It's like, we gotta have somebody that knows what the heck they're doing in here.
That Soya part, I've heard that from another song, and I don't know from where. It's gonna bother me until I figure it out.
Yeah, I see a lot of people don't really know who I am. While I may not be a very skilled Mania player myself, I do at least have plenty of experience in the mode.
Yeah, not to
Or at
mention, I
least
don't know what
4-key
anybody.
general.
Yeah, 4-key general. I don't know why anybody says I don't know what I'm talking about. I've played Step Mania for a long time. I mean, the thing about it is like people say that you gotta understand there's a few different types of 4-key. I'm almost sure all these big Mania guys know what I'm talking about because you have like your like authentic-esque style, then you have the kinds that don't really mess with too much holds, more like in the BMS style where the holds aren't the big deal. Then you got stuff that's a lot more holdy. There's a lot of stuff to cover in Mania. It's not just going, oh hey, there's 4 lanes.
Well, I mean,
think
there
I
can
know what
be-
I'm talking about.
There can be
A
like
lot
really
of-
jump-heavy stuff. There can be really streamy stuff. There can be some stuff that's got tons of really difficult long note patterns. There's lots of stuff like that.
Yeah.
So a lot
It
of
just gets-
really skilled 4-key and 7K players alike all have very low play counts just because they all came from other games.
Yeah, like Step Mania, stuff like that, you know? And like being able to play something like that and then jump straight into this and not have any kind of issue will give you a low play count.
I mean, especially for 7-key where you have like all the really good like 2DX players coming over and BMS players.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've seen people entering top 50 with like less than 1,000 play count.
I finally remembered the song I was thinking of.
All right. So Juan Crystal is on his way, and I'm gonna feel really bad. Like no, Juan Crystal's definitely like I don't know. I'm confused now. I'm almost positive that is a man. I will feel hella salty if I am wrong, and I do apologize.
But yeah, we do have our first one, song selected here, which will be a T-Pazlight song, Cheat Reel.
Oh boy. Keep it alive.
Immediately hearing that basically already tells you this could be a really, really cool song. I'm excited to see this chart.
No. hearing that, I immediately think the song is gonna be crazy.
4-key really can't have too many shield-like patterns, can they? You know, because being 4-key, I mean, that's something you see in 7-key a lot, but, I mean, staircases and just really complex hold patterns are probably what you're going to see the most of in 4-key, right? I would think. I'm not 100% sure, guys, so I apologize, but I would think that's what we're going to see.
I mean, you'll see a lot of streams, different patterns, really. Staircases are like really basic, so I mean, yeah, you'll see them a lot, but you'll also see like, you know, more complex ones, a little bit more chaos going on. Probably won't see too much of that when we're going into, you know, the easier stuff in group stage, but
yeah. It looks like we're trying to get everybody to connect. There might have been an issue on Brazil's side. This is a warm-up, though, guys, and I do believe if rules are all still the same, you can opt out not to play the warm-up if you want. Nobody ever does because it's not really a smart idea, but sometimes connection issues will arise, and they'll just, in order to get things moving, they'll just go, okay, go on without me. I'm going to try to get this fixed while you're doing the warm-up.
yeah, so this song here is a little more complex than what we've been seeing already. I mean, we're getting a lot of triple patterns here. They're basically all on the 4th notes there, so you have like some pretty difficult stuff going on.
That's more when the warm-up match is more complicated than the actual matches.
Well, that's definitely to be expected. I mean, compare group stage to what some of these guys are really capable of.
I was actually going to say group stage in a nutshell. The warm-up maps are harder.
It's pretty unfortunate. Spoon Guy was holding a really nice combo there, and then he broke when he had to do the double holds and was playing the stuff in the center. Ooh, those staircases.
Spoon Guy's struggling there a little bit with those staircase bursts.
Yeah, I don't think I could do this.
It's just constantly reversing staircases there, really.
Yeah, if you play a split hand, that might be a little bit difficult to do, but if you play close together, you can literally roll that. Do you ever roll, Tasha? I know you used to play a lot of 4-key in like Step Mania and stuff. Did you ever like do rolls, or do you always play split?
I played spread. I used KWOT way back when, so I mean, you occasionally will do rolls on staircases, especially if they're really fast ones, but I mean, that's just like basically only staircases.
Yeah.
I would tend to hit them as jump trills instead of actually rolling them.
And like, so if you hit them like that, wouldn't that kind of hit the accuracy a little bit? I mean, I know different games, different judgment windows and stuff like
Depends
that.
on how good you are in terms of like your speed. I mean, for a song like this, you want to be pretty accurate because you're jumping from like, you know, you're doing a lot of single keys and then you're jumping into doubles on the 8th notes, and then you're also getting the triples at the end of like each of the patterns. It makes it pretty complicated. Right now,
I'm pretty sure I just break my keyboard after a while. Throw it straight through the monitor. Win the game, yeah!
Well, I came from a game that's not as intensive on accuracy, so it was a useful option, and when I tried on Mania, I just dumped 200s everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, the Mania judgment window is kind of on the strict side. I mean, it's a lot more forgiving than like the actual. I want to say it's more forgiving than like actual mini games I played, especially when you get up into the higher stages. But at the same time, to get like the perfect 300s, it's like, it's ouch. It's like you want a rainbow, you gotta work for it. Work for that rainbow.
Yeah, I think we were talking about the Rainbow 300 earlier. I think Tasha did with like, what, +6 minus EMS? Something around
I'm not
there?
sure if I'm correct on that. I'm not 100% on what it is for this, for the OS version of Mania.
Yeah, but I know on the like other games of this nature, it's usually pretty strict. At least like I know in DDR, like the Marvelous was a little strict, but it wasn't as strict.
Yeah, I'd say out of all the vertical rhythm games I have played, like out of 2DX and Set Mania and whatnot, I'd say that probably the easiest one to get good accuracy on would probably be O's.
I would thought CTV.
Yeah, let's give a moment to just go holy crap at Raven for a second, because look at that combo. Just keeping it going, 99.51% accuracy. Can you say overkill? I can.
Overkill like overkill.
Yeah, Raven's just having no difficulties at all with this.
So I saw something interesting in the chat. Word is that you're pretty high ranked in most of the game mode. 1020 in off standard, 95 in Taiko, and 107 in Mania.
And don't worry guys, with the 3v2, you gotta remember this is just warm-up, so it's not that big of a deal. I do believe that the other player was probably still playing the warm-up map as well, they just weren't able to stay connected. So that isn't something that you should worry too much about. I do believe all the teams were able to get their proper warm-up in. It's just connection issues do or happen. They especially happen a lot during the group stage when everything's kind of getting set up and sorted. We do apologize for it. We'd love to have a perfect group stage with no errors, but with as many teams and as many countries that we support, something like that is, I'm not going to say it's an impossibility, because I think we could get a perfect stream. It's just highly improbable. There's just way too many factors that you have to bring in.
I don't think we've ever actually had a perfect group stage where there was never an issue.
Probably not. Just a quick update. Philly vs Philippines. Philippines took the first warm-up map.
All right.
And
So,
Thailand vs China are currently in the midst of their first warm-up now.
all right. Thank you, Deadbeat. We've also
No problem.
we've also managed to rip Juan Crystal straight off the streets of the Twitch, so he can come and talk with us. How you doing, man?
Hello, Rod. I'm fine.
All right.
A little bit nervous, I guess.
Don't be nervous. This is all good fun. We're all friends here, nothing to worry about. So please help us, because we don't know what we're talking about with this mode. They want a Mania master.
Now you know it's a guy. Now you know it's a guy.
Yeah.
Z-Trial was sitting there being like, I feel so bad.
So what now?
Vaughn, what if it's a girl? I'll feel so bad. What do?
Oh, I would. Like, I'm not saying that the name is too feminine. It's just you never know. It's the internet. I could have been like, and here comes Juan Crystal. He's an awesome guy, and I've been like, hello, and I've been like, ooh, hello. That would have been bad.
I'm just gonna slowly walk away.
Yeah, that can always be a moment.
All right. So, anyways, we are about to get into the second warm-up match of South Korea versus Brazil. The hype is real. Everybody's getting excited about it. That was quite a long warm-up, which is kind of good. Gave us a little bit of time to get everything set up and pick up a little bit of speed. I do apologize for the slow start this morning, but we are tired.
Oh. There's 4.
Now this sounds like a good warm-up right here.
I think this might be even more intense than G-Real.
This is one of the
We'll have to see.
hardest ranked songs, I guess. For
Oh.
me.
That's always good information there. So for the warm-up, they're like, let's just go as ham as possible.
Hey, why not? I mean, they could technically go a lot harder than this if they went for some unranked stuff.
Hey, you gotta entertain the crowd somehow.
Yep.
So just out of curiosity, Juan Crystal, for this map here, you're saying it's one of the hardest ranked maps. Could you maybe point out a couple of the spots that are the hardest in the map and maybe why they are?
Yeah, right in the middle there is a really fast stair pattern with long notes, so that's probably the harder part of the song. Like in 700 combo, right?
So about 700 com, we should be expecting to see some pretty heavy stream stuff with some long notes mixed in there.
Probably, if I'm correct. I think I'm correct.
Well, I'm thinking around 700 we're going to see some players drop the ball then. But we could be surprised here. This is our winners from last year and one of the top seeded teams, so this should be pretty intense.
Speaking of which, Thailand vs China first want this over with China taking it.
Nice.
I'm loving the Chinese team name. Like, 5 out of 6 players have the same, like, tag.
Yeah.
Crazy.
They
Kinda
didn't get the
crazy,
memo
isn't it?
that clans aren't here yet, and they're just like, we're doing it anyway.
When I first saw it, I actually thought it was like CRS, and I missed that it was a Z instead of an S, and I'm just like, oh, is that like Curse just pretending to like be a clan on here?
Oh, I thought it was just supposed to be crazy.
All right, and it looks like we're going to go ahead and get started. It does look like Sion Ray is actually going to be using Hard Rock and Hidden during this warm-up.
Whoa.
What a boss.
And we'd like to point out for those new to Mania, obviously there's quite a few veterans here, but for those new, the mods won't actually do too much to score. That's why everything is free mod in this tournament. You're allowed to pretty much use whatever you want.
I believe, and I could be wrong, I'm not 100% sure, but I would think mods reduce the score reduction.
Well, that might be a case.
The
If
mods
we're doing-
only add difficult. So
Yeah,
in
that's what I
Hidden,
thought.
you got more 300 with Rainbow. So Hidden is easier to play, I guess.
Yeah,
But
we've
you
heard
don't
that
see
quite
anything.
a bit. That Hidden makes it a little bit easier
Oh,
to
yeah,
play.
there we go.
Oh wow, yeah, you were definitely right about that. Definitely seen a lot of drops there. It looks like Nathan Rubin actually managed to hold for a good majority of that section.
There's even like there's a couple of jumps layered into that as well, so I mean that looked really difficult, especially getting into these. Look at this. I mean, right now, so many jumps going on there.
Looks like Seon Ray using Hard Rock and Hidden might not have been the best of choices.
I mean, he's probably using Hidden for reading purposes as well.
That's still pretty intense.
Alright, and Philippines won the second one map, so they won both of these.
Yeah, that layering was pretty intense there. That was actually a really solid win by Brazil for that warm-up. You can definitely see what you were saying there, Juan. That's a pretty tough map. So that's the hardest ranked 4-key map right now?
The hardest is II. The next one, I think it is Speedcore or Hydroqueen. And this one, probably one of the...
Pretty sure I saw II when I was doing the team showcase. It looked pretty ridiculous.
I from what I remember of it, is just literally filled with streams. Like the entire map is basically streams.
Yeah,
Machine gun
what
height.
knows?
If I remember, I don't think anyone have seen it even.
Okay, and... Oh no, that's the wrong one.
I'd be a little surprised if nobody had full comboed it by now. But I mean, I could be wrong.
For combo, this is really hard. I wasn't expecting anyone to full combo this. Maybe Native Robin or Raven.
Oh no,
Oh,
I was
really good.
talking about II. Just like, you know, the players that they're just like practicing the maps all the time. I just figured that somebody would have full combo on that song. Alright, so we should be getting our bands in very shortly here. Just give us one moment.
Whatever. It looks like Vietnam wins for win by default.
Yeah, and that is unfortunate. Like, it looks like Chile might not have showed up. I'm not sure if they dropped completely, but if they missed the first match, I'm not 100% sure how we handle that. But it does make me a little bit sad, especially when I spent like loads of time and so did the rest of the tournament staff too, setting up these awesome player showcases, and then they not show up. Boo. I think I'm allowed to voice my distaste with that a little bit, right? That's okay.
Yeah.
I mean,
It is
I'm
a
not
little
like
bit underwhelming.
Like,
It
it's not
is.
just that. It's just like it feels weird just to have a team not
Especially
show
for
up.
anybody looking forward to them playing in the tournament, and then all of a sudden they just don't even see the team they're rooting for getting the chance to play.
Yeah, but unfortunately, I mean, that does happen sometimes. There's not really much you can do about it.
Well, it seems to happen at least some every tournament.
yeah,
Well, yeah.
and I mean, it might be nerves. It might also just be like people not being able to make it. I mean, things do happen. We try to get people to know when their times are as quick as possible so they can, like, plan around it. But, life is life, and there's unfortunate mishaps all the time. And if you have to go, you have to go. But all we say is we hope to see you next time, Chile, and don't get discouraged by not being able to make it. Unless you just didn't show up and you're still all online, then you should feel a little bit bad about yourself, and you should at least go and give it a shot. Because even getting face rolled is still better than never trying.
They've still got 2 more games. They're not out of the year.
I know, it's just you never know. What team
If
was
you're
it?
gonna go down, you might as well go down swinging.
Yes. I can't remember what team it was last year, but they just stopped. They just gave up and quit, like, right away. Wasn't
Yeah,
in
okay.
Mania.
You mean the CWC?
It might have been the CWC.
Yeah.
I remember, a team in my own group actually just did not
Oh,
show
right.
up because they
Sorry,
knew they
guys,
would lose.
No
This was
problem.
abandoned. We have Lucid Dream. We meet that night. Analyze and Beyond the Horizon. All being banned out.
A little sad about the Bosby ban, but I'll take it.
I'm surprised
Um,
about people banning that because I played it. It's not too bad.
Just a note about Chile. You said that they didn't show up for what?
Yeah, it was a win by default.
Yeah, that's like, it's a little disappointing thinking about it now because for looking at the 2014 Mania World Cup, they actually disbanded during that as well. They just didn't show up for the match against Malaysia. For the 7 key one, from what I understand. Oh no, they just didn't play their match at all during the group stage of the 4 key. Yeah, they just flat out disbanded, said nope, not showing up. That's a little disappointing.
Sakura Mirage.
This is the 3rd time we've seen it now out of the 3 matches we've streamed, so I was definitely right on my prediction that this was going to be a pretty popular song.
Yeah, probably one of the easier ones. The only problem with this song is the jacks.
Yeah, I'm not surprised at all that the players are going for the easier stuff. It's better to go for the easier song selections and just go for the accuracy, consistency, and whatnot.
Well, let's see how Brazil does the accuracy battle.
Yeah, like I was saying before, I mean, this map just seems to be mostly like, some pretty simple jumps and streams.
Yeah, most of this song is about jumping and streaming, but players have to be careful with the jack in the 1000 combo. We'll probably see some accuracy breaks in that part.
Oh, that's quite nothing come actually.
Okay, let's see.
I can kind of see why people like the mega shoulder.
Yeah, we saw Raven and Spook Guy drop their SS.
Yeah, those jacks don't look really friendly there.
But that's a win for Korea.
Yep.
Four players getting 100% there. That's overall the accuracies were just really impressive. South Korea just with a little bit stronger accuracy there. Runa really showing off with only 35 normal 300s.
That's when there were only 2 non-300s in the whole match. One from Raven and one from Squid Guy. We almost had a 6 way it is. So close.
Yeah. Nate the Robin needs to train more the 300 perfects. Even with the double S, he has the lowest score, I guess.
Yeah, that can happen if you get a lot of just normal 300s. You have to be pretty accurate to get those rainbow 300s.
Yep.
Yeah, no, both teams did pretty well there, actually. Anyway, let's have a quick look at the other matches. Italy vs Philippines during their first match was no Prism. And, Thailand vs China actually just finished their second warm. They had not actually started the main match. But, China won both their warm-ups. That's a good start for them.
I think probably the hard thing for Brazil is the group stage because of the accuracy battles. They are really fast and really good in extreme songs, but they have more trouble doing songs like Vision or something like Vision. I think they should go for a couple breaking if it's not banned.
It is not bad.
So Brazil's the kind of team that wants to go for like all the streamy songs, huh?
Yeah. They need Korea to break. They don't have better accuracies than South Korea, so they have to pick the harder songs.
Yeah, I noticed that Korea definitely has the upper hand in terms of accuracy.
Sorry, which map did you think they should go for?
Couple breaking, the pick for Brazil, I guess.
Right, okay. Looks like we're gonna see Vision.
Yeah. Is this South Korea or Brazil pick?
South Korea, I believe.
Okay, let's see.
This one definitely starts off pretty slow, but you can already see what you were talking about there with Brazil, just having a little bit of issues holding accuracy in comparison to South Korea there.
Yeah, but even Sion Ray, whoa. I mean, I thought Rana misses, but that didn't happen. But I was saying Sion Ray is with really nice amount of 300 perfect, so even with the accuracy drop, it will be hard for Brazil to come back this game if South Korea don't miss.
Yeah, I mean, you can see it, like, even though they don't have 100%, like Raven and Runa, they're still holding on pretty good on that, like, score-wise. They're, like, right behind. Just from how many Rainbow 300s they have.
I'd say
Not
group
based
stage
look
things
that
would
far away.
mostly be decided probably by consistency.
Oh.
Yeah, and that's going to be an 8,500 point win there for South Korea. They're going to take their second point, bringing this to 2-0 against Brazil.
Runa's score. Oh my god.
Yeah, just look at
So
look
close.
at just look how many Rainbow 300s they have. That kind of accuracy must be like really difficult to attain, like consistently.
Yep.
Not even a high score either.
Like even if you're a really good player, like it still requires a lot of concentration on pretty much every map in order to, achieve those kind of accuracies. You can't just slack off.
Yep. It's really hard to get those high scores, such as Runa.
Alright, so yeah, it looks like Italy actually wins the first match against Philippines.
Italy won.
Yep.
Wow.
I wasn't quite sure because the MP link is saying it was 3-2. 3 played against 2, so it looks like one of the players must have dropped halfway through or something. But yeah, it looks like they're on their second match now with Sakura Mirage.
Yeah, it's actually a little bit impressive finding out that Italy won that match, considering they're the unseeded team going into this, and that's against the high seed. Like Philippines are a pretty high seed up there, and they're also a pretty impressive team in general.
Again, but when it comes down to 3-on-2,
Yeah, and also Cuba and Arvin Oliveros, both of them got to the second place last year. Two Philippine players.
so actually looking at the Philippine lineup for this year, the 3 players that were in the team last year are in this year's team as well, so I'm sure we can expect some good things from them. Alright, and looks like Challenger's trying to get started with Lucid.
Also,
Yeah,
looks
it
like
looks-
we do have our next song selection, which is going to be Celis Azul remix.
Another easy pick, I guess.
Alright, yep, there we go. Philippines win on Sakura Mirage, that takes it to 1-all.
So this is actually the first time that we've seen Azul on stream. So, Juan, if you want to let us know here, what should we expect from this song?
I think it's possible to see all players having double S. It's probably one of the easier ones. You have streams, but they are not really hard. They are like 20 seconds long. I think it's the longer one. But if you can manage to hit nice accuracies with long notes and simple notes, then you're fine. It's probably an easy one.
So this one's definitely just going to come down to accuracy. I wouldn't expect really any misses from players here.
I think we didn't see any miss in this match.
Yeah, everyone's been pretty consistent so far.
And Nate the Robin is the first one who drops the accuracy. So let's see if he can
Wow, there
catch
was
up
actually
with the
there was actually a miss from Guilherme.
really strange miss.
Alright, so quick update, China versus Thailand. Yeah, Thailand. China takes the first point.
I am really surprised. I think Nate also misses.
Yeah, there was a miss from Nate as well. Definitely right there.
Come on, Spoon Guy.
You think the long notes were causing him a little bit of issues?
Probably, but maybe it's because it's not a really high BPM map. I don't remember if it was 110.
Brazil's really choking here. I mean, even Spoon Guy missed. Every player from Brazil has missed now.
Spoon Guy, no.
Yeah, it looks like they lost the lead by a little too much and will not be able to take that one back.
Just quickly, the BPM is 195.
Oh, then I don't know, probably are the long notes. But still, a really strange thing seeing Brazil, all players missing.
So I'm assuming that was the longest stream there, because I don't see much getting too much longer than that.
Yeah.
And with that last quad there, that is going to be South Korea taking the third point here, bringing the match to 3-0.
Yep, and again, Runa with the highest score.
And just consistently lowest 300s too, like getting the lowest regular 300s, insane amount of accuracy in general.
And about Gilher Messiat, he only got one miss, so if he didn't miss, he will have the double S. Really strange. Normally when you miss, you got 1/200 or something like that.
Yeah, because you start losing a little bit of accuracy, and that's what causes the miss usually.
Yep.
Alright, so it looks like Italy vs Philippines win on their third game now with Lucid.
Honestly, wonder what is going to get picked next year. This next pick is by Brazil, is it not?
Still got first pick, so this should be South Korea.
Okay, yeah, okay, so South Korea's picked here. So, I mean, with a 3-point lead, they could really just pick anything they're comfortable with at this point.
No prism.
And-
I think Goodbye Tears will be the best pick if it's not banned. I think it was banned.
Oh, we're seeing Snow Prism.
Okay.
This will be the first time that we're going to be seeing this one in the group stage so far as well.
I think this one with
Really?
couple breaking is the hardest one.
I'm just kind of trying to imagine like how this would have been mapped, because I can imagine there could be like a lot of jack use here, and other interesting little
It does have some
charting.
jacks.
Yeah, they're most
The jacks are
double
relatively
treats.
simple though.
You were saying there, Juan Isel?
There are some double trills with triple notes. That's probably the hard part of the song. I think it's at the beginning one and two more in the middle of the song. It's not a hard song, but it has 2 or 3 parts where you can break your combo easily.
Alright, so yeah, Philippines are now up 2-1, sorry. China are up 2-0.
That was
so
the
moving on.
first double trill there.
And also Korea again with the double S. Wow.
Have a miss
Yeah,
from Spoon Guy.
They are just not letting up on accuracy, and yeah, with the occasional misses from the players from Brazil, this is not looking good for them right now. This is probably going to be a 4-0.
Yeah, that long note pattern screw Spoon Guy's combo.
Come on, Spoon Guy. You can do it. Spoon Guy, we trust.
I think it's impossible to come back at this point.
Yeah, it's just too big of a score difference.
It's not impossible, it's just very unlikely.
And triple double S for Korea. No.
Oh wow,
got
Runa
that
right
to
at the
hand.
very end with that 1-1 or that 1-200 though, dropping the double S. It would have been a triple double S otherwise.
Yeah, I think it was the last long note.
Yeah, it was. I think they held on to it a little bit too long. That's pretty unfortunate, but I mean, even then, that's still really impressive score. And, you know, again, really low 300s. This time it was actually Seon Ray with the lowest normal 300 count.
Alright, so just as a quick update, it looks like we're going to be heading over to Italy versus Philippines. And again, congratulations to South Korea.
Yeah, a really good win for them to the top seed of the group.
So yeah, just a reminder, Italy versus Philippines is currently 2-1 to the Philippines.
Okay,